Howdy, second vid of my FNAF characters, not my FNAF characters, FNAF characters in my AU and style. That's pretty much all I gotta say now, but I will explain the designs. Toy Freddy. Basically, for all the toys, simply, they're all supposed to look cool, if you will. This is the 80s, Fazbear's Pizzeria, whatever, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Fredbear's Family Diner. As I guess some of you know in the lore, FNAF 2 takes place after FNAF 4, kind of, and FNAF 1 takes place after FNAF 2. The Wizards are in Fredbear's, well, Freddy is in my AU because he grew up around them, and then the rest were added later for Toy Freddy. But anyway, for Toy Freddy, he has his headphones, which Fazbear Entertainment, of course, gives later on, just like after it goes out of business. He has glasses because he needs to see, and that's all I can really say, except he doesn't have a jacket for his suit like Freddy does. That's pretty much it, really, honestly. Now, for Toy Bonnie, of course, as I already said, they all have to look cool. Well, they don't have to, but they were built to look cool and appeal to the kids and their audiences and, like, teens, basically. That's it. I gave him ear piercings, just like a kind of a jacket, if you will. I don't know if that's a jacket, like, it can be, cannot be, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. He has a belt. Bonnie does have a belt, but you can't really see it underneath his jacket and, like, suit, I guess. His guitar is different from Bonnie's. I was going to have it be the same at first, but I changed it up because it would make sense for any different Bonnie version of Bonnie to have a different guitar. We all know Spring Bonnie has like a banjo or something, whatever. I will get to it. Spring Bonnie later on in the whole Speed Paint scenario, and that's pretty much it for Toy Bonnie. That's all I can say. For Toy Chica, I want her to look 80s. Of course, she has to look 80s. She has leg warmers, arm warmers, but as you will see later on, the confetti in her bib, on the design of her bib actually, it's used for her leg warmer and arm warmer colors. That's just it. She has a belt like the rest. Chica doesn't have a belt, the original one, she doesn't. I was picky on her design, I can be honest about that. Very picky. Cupcake looks very different than it does in FNAF 1. That's the point, because it's FNAF 2. They all look different, they look updated. That's the whole point of it. It's not really much to be said about her. I like her design. I'm going to keep it. If I want to change it, I will. But that's really all I can say. I don't have much to say about some of these designs. All I can say is I'm picky, and for Mangles, next on, you will see I was picky with Mangle too. I should say a lot about Mangle, but, might as well. Mangle goes by he, she, they, he, him, she, her, they, them, don't really matter to them, but they are born a girl. Yes, these animatronics are animatronics, built or created by some higher power, I guess, that Henry didn't really use, mostly William, probably, I guess. I wanted them to be pirates still. Makes sense, because Kids Cove as in pirate, they have rings. Foxy doesn't have rings. Well, he doesn't really need them, because he's captain, that's just it. Mangle, I kept bandages on the feet, legs, that's just it, for pirate attire. Was going to put some on arms, but I was like, nah, don't really matter. Gave him just pirate attire. They teach DIY for the kids, pirate stuff, all this and that. There's a napping area in Kids Cove for kids who want to sleep. That's it. As you notice in the first design, there's a parrot. Why? The extra head. I was gonna have to be a puppet at first, but decided against it. You can see in the sketch, I was gonna draw the whole thing of Mangle, but I said forget it. That's just it. Death, earrings, still. Surprisingly, I'm surprised the kids wouldn't even rip it out. That's it. In Kids Cove, there's build your own stuff section. So, you know what they did after they took apart Mangle? Put stuff together for them. That's just it. They don't trust people easily. They fear easily. They trust Toys and Foxy. That's just it. The blanket they have is not the same as Golden Freddy's. This is the one found in the mapping area that they have in the cove. They have their own. Golden Freddy still has his. If you're worried about that, that's just all I can say for Mangle. Now, on to the marionette or puppet. Want to make something clear. These animatronics are not possessed. I mean, Springtrap is, but that's just it. He's not possessed. No one else is possessed. I'm still debating if I want that to be happening, but anyways, back to the puppet's design. At first, I was just gonna have no little hat. As in the design, you can see there's a hat right there. No hat, just hair, just a girl. I mean, they are a girl still, but they go by mostly they, them, or she, they. It doesn't really matter to them what you call them, he, him. Don't matter to them. They don't care. They just vibe. They're just a vibe. That's their adjuster. I was gonna make them just longer cloak, no hat, have hair. They do have hair underneath that hat, I suppose. And that's all I can say for puppet. Really, nothing special. Really not much to say about Balloon Boy. They do have a built-in helium tank to make balloons. Like, it's going to be on their back. I didn't add it, but like later on, if I change it or whatever, they're going to have a backpack full of helium for a balloon to make. They make balloon animals for the kids. Any kid that requests any type of balloon, they're going to make it. That's just it. Their hat is one of those just caps with the propellers. That's it. They wear it backwards for coolness effect 2.0. They think they're cool. They're not cool. They're one of those guys. He's existing. He's him, I guess. Well, he's not really him. He's just... He hangs out with Foxy. That's all I can say. He looks up to him, hangs out with Puppet, hangs out with Toy Foxy, that's Mangle. Doesn't like Toy Chica, likes Toy Bonnie a little bit, and Toy Freddy. They just like to play Fortnite. That's it. That's all. That's pretty much all I can say. The Wizards will get their video soon, probably later on today, I guess, or after this, whatever. It's just really it. That's all I can say. I like these designs. I will change them, as I said in the FNAF 1 video. The Wizards will be next, as I already said. Like and subscribe, all that. Click the bell so you get notifications. Bye!